know that look? It's the same one after all these years. And it says, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, what I'm doing here is I came to find out if there's any news on Michael.
How did you know?
Hey, look, I got ears on the street too, you know. And the funny thing is, you wouldn't tell Michael's grandfather that his grandson was missing. But then I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this beautiful woman, and the other word on the street finally comes to me. That you proposed to her. My son found someone to marry again. And I thought to myself, how great is that? But then I realized, you didn't even introduce me to her. Now, why is that?
You know?
No, listen, if you let me die, thinking that I'm still on the outside of your life, just seal me up behind a wall or something, okay? Because it's starting to rub me raw in a few places.
Mike, I appreciate you, asking about Michael, but I don't think right now is the right time.
Listen, it's never the right time.
Well,
Either you're involved in something that takes your attention or messes with your moods, or you get happy. Or as happy as you allow yourself to get. And I'm the last thing on your mind.
Well, no real coincidence.
No, it's not that I don't have some of that coming. I probably look to you like you and your mother were the last thing on my mind all those years growing up.
And this is what you're going to tell me otherwise, right?
I'm not going to tell you how to feel about me or anybody else. It's nice that you found somebody.
Yeah.
Okay? I remember this one Easter. I went back to the old neighborhood, and I was hoping maybe I could see you and your mother. And Deke was home alone. Adela was out someplace. He had no idea where in the hell you were, so I went down to Verve, and I took a window seat. And I look out the window, and there you are across the street. And you got this girl with you. And it was really warm out, and she was dressed all in yellow, and she had this hat, it was an Easter hat. It had flowers all over it and this big yellow ribbon. She put it on, and she did this walk. It was like one of those fashion show things. And you looked at her, and you smiled, and then you laughed. I mean, it blew me away. And it's what kept me from going out and saying anything to you, because I didn't want to ruin it. I didn't want to take that smile from you. And I sat there and I thought, how great it would be if you found someone to make you do that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I would.
Hey, I'll leave you two alone,
No,
okay?
wait. There's still nothing on Michael.
All right, I'll keep listening out there. Listen, by the way, do you know who I met, the girl with the Easter hat?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to her?
I let her get away, but I'm not going to let that happen again.
It would be nice if we could go back.
Sometimes you try and it just doesn't work out.
Look, I know that we're better than we used to be, but
yes.
I also know that you still have a hard time giving people any kind of leeway. I mean, if you get it set in your mind, it's in stone. Mm-hmm. And especially if you feel like somebody's done something against you. I mean, people work very hard to make sure that Sonny forgives them, because there's hell to pay if they don't. I mean, I know.
I'm not arguing.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Big ones. Right. Even you, okay? And even if you don't think you've made one yet, you will. Someday somebody is not going to forgive you, even though you want them to. And I don't know who that's going to be. Your wife, your son, your brother, somebody even worse.
So are you a fortune teller now?
No. Just a father who wants to be around once when you smile.
Before you leave, I want to thank you for what you did for Michael. When you took his bullets and threw him in the water, you know. He deserved it, and hey, I appreciate what you did there.
Forgiveness is a good thing. Even if we only learn how to forgive ourselves.
He's right, you know.
Hi. How much of that did you hear?
Just bits and pieces. Something about Michael.
You need to focus on yourself and getting better, nothing else.
Your dad was talking about me. You saw out the window. You and me.
I know.
I hated that outfit. I wore it for my mother.
And I gotta tell you, I hated that hat.
Oh.
It was the worst.
My cousin Gloria gave me that hat. She knew I was into fashion, and she thought it was very fashionable. See why I had to get out of there.
I guess.
It's not why I had to get away from you.
My father thinks I need to work on forgiveness.
We all have things we have to work on, Sonny.
Then isn't it about time that we decided on working on them together?